that you people are here with us today. And I want to welcome everybody who will be joining us online in a few minutes' time on our YouTube and Facebook channel. Thank you for staying with us and for joining us. Last week we did mention of why we decided to change things and kick off even the way things are, because we have been waiting. So Mr. Jackson, this is for you. We have been waiting since January. And no, because I need to explain it to you. You were not here last week when I explained it. So we have been waiting since January for us to start the plan of the prize giving and the events we're supposed to have with the realtors. So January, the whole settling down and everything. February, of course, election, and then lack of cash. All these things kept delaying us. And then Mr. Dixon came around and said, no, let's not keep waiting. Let's just kick off. People that can come around should come around so they can pick up their materials for flyers and marketing. And then we should also, launch out online. Majorly when it comes to seminars, Lagos is like the head office for that one. Enugu people are booming very, very well in their realtors network. But here in Lagos, that's where we have the media to project to everybody. So we have both our realtors in Enugu, Asaba, and now in Oka who are also watching our stream. So we said, instead of wasting time waiting for when everything will settle down, let's kick off with our seminars and push ahead. So we don't keep wasting time, and before you know it, this year is over. All right, so last week we started a section in our seminar, and we're going to talk about powerful marketing strategies that we need to employ to make sure we come out with positive results this year. And then we had a part 1 last week, and today we're going to have the part 2 section of it. I don't want to waste so much time in every teaching we are having because of people who are joining us online. So one of the things we said last week, we're going to talk about powerful marketing strategies, and then some principles and laws we need to apply whenever we are going out for marketing and prospecting about real estate. And I made mention of something. My first slide last week, I'm doing a bit revision of what I said last week before I proceed to my main and part 2 section for this week. I said an excellent salesperson will sell a mediocre product better, faster, and more profitable than a mediocre person who sells an excellent product. Meaning, once somebody is excellent in business, in their marketing, they can sell something that is not even excellent, make profit from it because they are excellent salespeople. Than a mediocre person will sell, even if you give them the best product, they can't still sell it because they don't know how to go about it. So we began to talk about some laws. I think it was last year, there was this popular comedy section series that happened last year where somebody said he saw his neighbor coming back with a wheelchair. And his neighbor, nothing is wrong with him. He can walk. Everything is good. So he was asking him, why did you buy a wheelchair? He said, they told me that they are doing promo, that I should buy this wheelchair now that is still available. The promo is still going on. So he bought the wheelchair. Nothing is wrong with him. So what are you doing with the wheelchair? So he was able to buy that wheelchair, even though it's a joke. He was able to buy that wheelchair because I believe the person that sold that wheelchair to him was an excellent salesperson. He knows how to sell. He was able to convince somebody who is walking, who has good legs to buy a wheelchair. That's how life can be. So that's how this whole thing can apply, to our business also. So now let me just share something. I talk about self-belief. This is one of the ways you can make sure you become an excellent salesperson. And then I made mention of how to strengthen your self-belief. Mr. Jackson, I saw you a few minutes ago reading the book. And one of the things I mentioned is knowledge is what can make you strengthen your self-belief. When you have knowledge about your product, about whatever you are doing, whatever industry you are into, once you have good knowledge of that industry, it will help you strengthen your self-belief. I talk about words. The words we speak. I talk about the actions we take and the imaginations. So knowledge, words, action, and imaginations has a way of strengthening our self-belief in order to become a better version of ourselves. So I talk about what is selling, and I said that selling is the successful transfer of how you are thinking, how you are feeling about a product to your customer, so much that the customer starts feeling the same way and wants to buy. Are you aware that so many salespeople have product they are selling, but they really want to buy that product, assuming they have the money. But because they don't have the capital to buy, maybe they want to buy, let's say you see a land now in Enugu or Asaba. You love the area, you love the land, you would have loved to buy, but you don't have the money yet, you don't have the capital yet to buy that land. Now, Selling is for you to transfer that same way you are feeling, that same way you are so excited about that particular product to your customer. And they start feeling the same way you are feeling, and then will love to buy from you. That's what selling is called. And I made mention about selling versus begging, and I said that what we are doing in this industry is not begging people to buy from us. Is we are projecting value, because I made mention of, if you have good heart, you're a giver, you want to give to people, no matter how much you want to give, there is a limit to which you can help a beggar. There's a limit to which you can help a beggar. You can have, let's say, 100,000 naira, and then the beggar is asking you for the money. Because of the value placed on that beggar, you can't give him that money. But let's say your brother or your business colleague or your friend is asking you for that same money, you'll be able to give it to that person because of the value you have for the person. So whenever we come out to do marketing, and then we appear as though we are begging our client or our prospect to buy from us, it's not assumed that they are doing us a favor to buy from us. And once you have come to the masses of people, they just start doing anyhow and start misbehaving anyhow. So that is why we sell, we don't beg, because we are projecting value. We are delivering value to our client. So they should they should understand that we are giving them value, not just because we want to make profit or we want to make money. Of course, the primary aim of every business is to make profit. But at the same time, we must understand that we have value of what we are selling. We have something we are giving at. We are selling assets, not liability. Even people selling liability are making money from it. Not to make mention of we that are selling assets. We are selling people, giving people investment opportunities on how to make more money. So we'll talk about some laws of successful selling. And then we'll say these laws are things that have been put together, practical things that have been put together, and they have been applied, and these things works. So we now bring it out as laws. This thing has been achieved by successful people. These are some of the things they have done, 1 + 1 + 2, and they got the result. So we began to use these same laws in our own marketing endeavors. So now we're talking about the psychology aspect of successful selling. I have psychology aspect, I have the mechanics aspect, and I have the other aspect I have on my slide. So I made mention of the first law. We talk about the law of possibility. The first thing first, before you become a successful salesperson, you must believe that it is possible for me to sell. It is possible for me to break through in this industry. I can make millions. I can have my own car. I can do many things from this industry. The law of possibility. You must believe that nothing is impossible. And I made mention of, the next one I talked about was the law of purpose. Understanding the purpose of your product. If you understand that the reason why I'm marketing this product is that this person will escape landlord and landlady wahala to have their own apartment where they have peace, where they have serenity, where they can control what happens. Not because you have a neighbor who love playing loud music and all that, but you want to be quiet, you don't like noise. So that's the law of purpose, knowing the purpose of your product. So it will help you to make sales because you understand what you are selling. And I made mention of the next one, which is the law of rejection. And I state that rejection is part of the game. It's part of the whole process. It's part of the game. When people reject you, it doesn't mean that's the end of the whole marketing process. That's just part of it, because not everybody will accept you. And then I made up a formula where I said something, and I said, if for every 10 person I speak to, 2 people buy, then my conversation rate is 20%. Hence, if I want 4 people to buy, I will speak to 20 people. So it is now a formula. So it means if you go out for market now, and then you went to the particular office, and then you have talked to 10 persons, only 2 people give you attention and wants to buy from you. So it means, if I want to have 4 people to buy from me, that means I should speak with 20 persons. So this is how this whole thing applies. The more you meet people, the more you see more people that are serious and wants to key into your business. You don't give up because somebody, Mr. A said no, and you said, since Mr. A said no, let me just go. No. Mr. B or Mr. C or Mr. D can say yes. So you keep pushing until you get the right people. So rejection is part of the package when it comes to marketing, when it comes to prospecting. So I made mention of the next one, the laws of successful selling. This is the mechanics part. Now, I'll talk about the psychology part. That's about our mind, the way we think, the way we reason, the way we see things. Now, it's about the mechanics, the actions we put in place to bring success to all these things. And that has to do with, the first one I have there is the law of product. Of course, it states that no product, no sale. So we can't even say when there's no product. And of course, we have products here at Vatican. And do you know that even in this industry, we are even privileged, like we have an advantage, because in real estate, you can sell even without the product. Most times, we do what we call pre-selling. The land is not even launched, and people are already selling the land. So here, we even have more advantage. We have areas of selling buildings, pre-selling. So, but the law of product states that there's no product, no sale. So there must be a product. And then you must understand, you must have a product knowledge. And I say something, 99% of your product knowledge is not good enough. So you must have product knowledge of both the primary and secondary features. I gave an instance in a particular place where I made mention of, are you aware that so many people want to kill themselves because they want to buy a good phone? So many young years, they want to buy iPhone 14 Pro Max, iPhone 15 Pro Max, and all the rest of them. But if you check the recent phone they have been using and the new expensive one they want to buy, it's still the same thing they want to use it for. Camera, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. Camera, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok. Just camera and social media and call. That's all. Now, but of course, the primary features of every phone is not the reason why you can sell that phone. For instance, of course, we know that when it comes to phone, the main feature, no matter the phone you are carrying, the main thing about that phone is, can it make calls to somebody in Abuja, to somebody in London, like communicating at the distance? That's the main purpose of phone. That's the primary feature. That's the main thing. Now, if, let's say you're a salesperson and you sell phone, if you want to make me to buy the phone you are selling, that means you should go beyond the primary features here. There should be a place where you're telling me something else that I can benefit from the phone beyond what I'm seeing. And that has to do with the secondary features. Now, some of these guys and young guys who are holding this phone are not aware of what that phone can do. The powerful things that phone can do. They're not aware that the phone can print documents, and the phone can print passports, and the phone can do some other things you can go to the cyber cafe to do. They're not aware of those things. They're only just TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, camera, selfie, all those things. That's what they're using the phone for. So they're not maximizing the use of that phone. So if you as a salesperson, of course, you have the knowledge of your product very, very well. You can tell the person, see you, are you aware with this phone? Because, okay, something happened. I have a particular staff, and most times I send that document. I just type to our WhatsApp and say, please, create an invoice for me. Do a design for me. And then before 2 minutes, she'll send it back to me. I'll be wondering, why are you so fast? How are you doing this thing? Even most times, let's say if I send her this picture now you are seeing here, and I tell her, please, help me type out only this word and just send it to me on my email, do it somehow. So I may be expecting her to have the picture on her phone, and then she will type Vatican Garden Project. That will take time. But you know what she will do? Because of the phone she's using, that's an iPhone, she will just click on this thing, and then she will copy everything that has to do with text. So the phone has the ability to copy text. And then she will not send it to me. I'll be like, how come? And this is because she understands the other features of the phone. My own phone can't do that. My own phone, I have to look at it and be typing building construction. I'll be typing it one by one. But she can copy even from a picture, bring out the text. So all these things are secondary features of some products. Now, most people think, why should I buy land in Asaba when I'm living in Lagos? Because to them, the primary feature of every land is to live in the land and live in the building. But there may be a secondary feature of, you can buy this land, build a house, and lease it out, or sell the house. So all these things are some things you need to know about your product and have ways to communicate it effectively. Because when people see more reasons to buy the product, they'll buy. Of course, they'll buy. When they see more reasons to buy it. So you must have both primary features and secondary features of your product. Now, I made mention of the law of the niche. And this one states that everybody is not for you. Everybody is not for you. You must not say to everybody. So when people say no, move to the next person. You have other people's, you must not get everybody's attention whenever you are doing marketing. This is law of niche, getting the right people for you. And then I made mention of, have I gotten to this place in my class here? Right? Okay, yes. So let's start from here. The law of research. The niche. Are you serious? I'm comparing this class to other classes I have with other people. This is where I should be. I should go back. Oh, purpose. Wow. And I've been flying. And I've been flying. Oh, because I'm comparing the class with other classes I've had. I've passed this stage in some other classes. Okay, so now, remember what I said about the law of purpose. So it's... I've done this one. Okay, law of rejection. Yes, yes. Now, this is so important and so powerful. Many people give up easily when they are rejected. Do you know that even the Bible, even Jesus said, even when you are going to preach the gospel, not everybody will accept your gospel. When you go to a particular man's house and they reject you, just says, go outside and dust your leg and move to the next person. Whoever opens his doors to you, go in, marry with the person, eat the person's food, and preach your gospel. So it states that being comfortable with rejection is the beginning of success in selling. Being comfortable with rejection. That's the beginning of success. Because if you are so emotionally attached to marketing and to your business, people say, no, I'm not interested. You people are scammers. That day is gone. You might even want to go to your house and sleep. Because you're like, these people don't understand what they're doing. I'm just tired of this whole thing. It's not working, it's not working, it's not working. So, you must be comfortable with rejection. You must be so comfortable with it. Now, the selling business is a business of rejection. It's part of the package, like I said. Handle rejection by realizing that it is your advantage. Now, it presents opportunities to grow, opportunities to identify your conversion rate, which refers to the percentage of people that buy from you compared to those you speak to. So, don't give up when people tell you no. Keep pushing. That's part of the package. I know how many people have gone to market about some particular product, and I will hear, no, I'm not interested, I don't want you people to come, blah, 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 blah. But the next neighbor next door can say yes. I've experienced that a lot of times. Can say yes. I remember when we went to, that was Yaba, to market. That was last year. I met some group of men. I was telling them about our product in Enugu. The guy told me, guy, I'm not interested. Nobody's talking about buying land for now. I'm just praying for Biafra to come. The one was like, see your brother. Okay, so Enugu kono. I see a Enugu person. So they began to make me mock of me. They just began to laugh about it. I laughed with them and I left them. I went to another person. The next person I went, now, initially the first experience I had with those guys were discouraging. You know, it was depressing because these people, I came to market to people are just making fun of me and laughing with my product and all that. I went to the next person. The man gave me attention. He told me, guy, I want to buy this product. I need it. But do that, market is moving somehow. Now, let's exchange contact. Let's keep in touch. So that next person gave me motivation. So imagine I was so focused on the people that I spoke with earlier on, and then I was like, let me just leave this thing and go home and sleep. It's not working, it's not working, it's not working. So you must not give up. When people say no, continue your thing. And that's how I made up this formula. And I said, if for every 10 person I speak to, 2 buys from me, it means if I want 6 people to buy from me, I'll reach out to 30 people. So you keep double up your marketing. You keep pushing. So just calculate your own personal experience. How has it been whenever you go out for marketing? People that give you attention, people that give you response. Check how many offices you enter or how many people you spoke to before you get that attention. Then you have to multiply it. You have to keep pushing it before it works. Now, we're in the other part, and this is the law of successful selling, the mechanics part 1. This is the mechanics part. Now, I'll talk about the law of products. I've said something about this one. The law of products, that even 99% of your product knowledge is not good enough. You must have this. I won't spend much time because I've already said something about this one. And then we have the law of the niche. Trying to, let me give an instance now. I was giving a practical example about this. And then I said, do you know you can get the best marketing materials. You have the best products, the affordable ones for sale, very good ones, and then you're marketing to the wrong person. Let me give an instance now. Imagine you are going to meet some of these arbors that collect money from KK people. You know they have money, of course, but you're going there to meet them and tell them, come and invest in Anambra. They look at you and say, what do you mean, me, come and invest in Anambra? Me leave Lagos or leave my village? So most of the times you need to separate some people, look at them, study them, and say, this one is not for me, this one is for me. Know the people you must push your product to, so you don't waste your time and energy in the wrong people. That's the law of the niche. So it states that you are not sent to everyone, so don't try to get everyone's attention. It's as simple as that. So next one I talk about there is law of research. To research about your client. If you make research about the person you are going to, let's say you have a meeting and somebody is telling you, okay, something happened to me. I was in a particular pitching competition to raise capital for my business. And then everybody was coming out, greeting the panel of judges, and they will greet the panel of judges, and then they will go and talk about their business and how they need money for the business and all that. Before I got to my turn, I looked at that one. Yes, they live streamed it, but it was in a particular event that I was there. So I looked at the judges, all of them, and I said, okay, I just have to look at all of them, and then I memorized all their names. So this man was there. This actor, this popular actor was there. What's his name again? Okoye. I've forgotten his first name. So many of them, just about 7 of them. Charles Okafor, yes, Charles Okafor was one of the judges. So I memorized all their names. And when I got to the platform, I said, good morning, Charles Okafor, good morning. I began to mention all their names, one after the other. And one of them said, okay, you cannot bribe us. This is what you are calling our name. You cannot bribe us like this. But that gave me an edge. You get, these people like, who is this guy that's calling our names like this? I was calling their full names with their title, Doctor, Barrister. I was calling all of them. That's because before you go to my turn, I said, let me check for their names. I checked all of them, their names. So researching about your clients can give you an edge. Let me give you an instance. Let's say you are going to market to somebody who is into tires. So they sell tires in the industry. And then you have made the research about the importation of tires, what's happening in the market, whether it's dull or moving fast. With that thing, you can bring up a conversation. Even hide your product first. Bring it up. My brother, the task is becoming difficult now. Shipping it is expensive. You can bring up, you open up and say, my brother, we are suffering in this market. It's not easy. Now you are conversing. Then from there, do you know you can also from this place save up money for the future by investing, buy land. That's why I say land. You have entered the person from that place. So this is what it means, the law of research. It will give you an edge to communicate effectively. Not just saying, good morning, my brother, how are you people doing? Okay, I see you said that. No. You can just look at the person, okay, I will come back for this person. Is there electronics they say? Go and make research or how you can bring up a conversation that will give you a platform to now market what you are selling. This is how it is. So research will help you know how to rapport with them and all that. So that thing gave me an edge over other competitors. Even immediately I finished my own. The next people after me started doing the same thing. It's like calling their names. So this is how you can make research about whatever you are doing when it comes to the aspect of marketing and meeting people. Because it's not only about bringing your product, because your product can be good for me. But if the next door neighbor doesn't know how they benefit from that product, they will not buy. So it means if you can study everybody individually, every of your prospects, and say, this man, this is what I will tell you. Because some people, you have to tell them, buy for investment. Some people can be buy so you can have your own house. Some people can be buy. So everybody is different. If you can study and research about them, it will help you know how to present yourself or your products to them. And I made mention of the next one, the law of first statement. This is so powerful. First statement is so powerful. Last week, I said something about impression. And I said that there is no second chance to first impression. There is no second chance. That is why if you are going to meet somebody for the first time, you must be very conscious of the impression you are leaving behind. Now, the law of first statement says that in a busy world, your first statement must grab the prospect's attention, then elicit the response, tell me more. Your first statement. Imagine I just met you, sir, and I'm like, good morning, sir. My name is Success. I'm from Vatican Garden Project. I help people to make about 2 million naira in 1 month. I'll be like, what do you mean? Which one is 2 million naira? How is it possible? So that response they are creating is what will give you that leverage and platform to now tell them more about it. So you must calculate your statement. Plan it very well. Calculate it. Hello, sir. Do you know I can help you in the next 2 months? Your business will increase in a capital percentage of 5 million naira. The man is like, how come? How are you going to do that one? Then start telling them how. So it's true that you have your how. You have your plan. Buy here, invest here, blah, 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 blah. But how do you now present it first to get the person's attention? Because if you're telling me, sir, good morning, good afternoon, I'm bringing you an investment opportunity. Please, I don't have time. Can you come tomorrow? I don't have time. But so if you can bring up a calculative and strong statement, that will hit them. So now, look at this. Your first statement should be a summary of the value you offer. Just summarize it and just hit it to them once and for all. It's very key to understand the end result of clients buying your product. So this is very, very important and powerful. Your first statement is so strong. So make a powerful statement whenever you are meeting people. Hit them with it. Hit them. They'll be like, what do you mean? How is it possible? Hello, I help salary earners to retire early in their jobs. I can make you retire by 35 or by 30. No one is looking at you. How can you make me retire? Me that I spend my life like maybe 50 and 60. This is the law of first statement. Giving them powerful statements. So the strength of your attention-grabbing statement is not in its complexity, but in the response it provokes from the prospect. Now it means it's not about grammar here. It's not about chat. No. It's just about, no matter how simple it is, let it be something that looks impossible. How come? How come? Do you know in 10 years' time you can be a billionaire? In this country, billionaire, how? Yeah, tell me how. You not show them the how, because it's possible. We have a viral video that went viral. That was this week, about a woman who bought a plot of land, 1-point-something million, and so for 90 million naira after 10 years. It was a viral video that went viral. One woman was dancing, and she saw the land she bought 1.5 10 years ago for 90 million naira. So all these things are practical examples. That's what I'm talking about. So look at some examples I have here. I help salary individuals through safe savings strategies achieve financial security for their kids. Another example can be, a lot of customers have called me lately to thank me for making their life easier. Would you want to know why? The prospect will be like, let me know why. How are you making people's life easy? Let me know. Let me know. This is why, do you know that this is why so many marketers like networking business and other, this is how they are making progress, because they are bringing heavy statements. Hey, do you know you can be a millionaire in 2 months? You're like, me, billionaire. Oh yeah, how? They come and say, come and market. Come and bring 1 person, bring 2 persons, do 3 persons. This is how all these things work. The law of first statement. And you know one thing about this thing, it's not as if it's a scam. It is possible. But most times, people don't see possibilities until they are committed. That's the thing. You may not be able to say, I can make sales or I can make money until you are committed. So that commitment is what we want. That attention. Come in first. Let's show you. Because if you stay far, you might not believe it, no matter how we preached it to you. So come in. Let's show you how to do it. So we are moving to the part 2 of this mechanics. Remember, we're still in the law of successful selling. And this is the mechanics part. The first one we talked about last week was the psychology part. And then we have dealt with the first part of the mechanics. This is the part 2 of the mechanics. Mechanics means the action we are taking to bring these things, to pass. And this one is called the law of existing clients. Many of us are still eager to make new clients, new customers. That's good. That's powerful. Now, there are 3 ways that you can grow your business. Number one is by acquiring new customers. And how do you do that? You do adverts, you go for marketing, you reach people, you send referrals and all the rest of that. The second one is by selling to your existing customers. And the third one is making your existing customers to buy in high demand, like buy more, buy higher. So if you are selling bread and somebody is to buy one bread, or buy a bread of, let's say 500, make the person to buy a bread of 700. You're making more money and you're growing your business. So this is how you can, 3 ways you can grow your business: new customers, existing customers, and making the existing customers to buy more. Now let's look at this. It states that prospects associate the quality of your product to the quality of existing clients you serve. So this is why, even from the aspect of first statements, you can meet people and say, hello sir, my name is Mr. Success. I have over 500 clients who I serve. When somebody hears that this month you have over 500 clients, why will you have that kind of amount of clients? Let me now listen to what you have. If 500 people are paying attention to you, let me now know what you're talking about. These are the things I'm saying. So people, value your product or your services based on the clients you also have. So these are people who ask you your samples. Who have you done this thing for before? Who did you work for before? So the level of the number of your clients, if you showcase it, it helps people to trust you and to trust your business. So now, look at this one. It says, due to the presence of many competitors, it's crucial you understand the history of your business, your list of existing clients, your achievements, and ways you have created a difference in the life of others. These are the ways to be more persuasive with prospects. You must show them the things you have done. For instance, you can say, I'm for Vatican Garden Project, and we have over 2,000 clients with over 3,000 partners in our platform that we have made wealthy from our platform. So it means if you want to invest in real estate, we are available for you. If you want to know how to make money from the industry, we're also available for you. So at that same time, you are marketing for the person to be a client and to be a realtor. 2 things at the same time. And they can be your downline and make money, and then you're also making money. So this is the law of existing clients. The next one I have there is the law of testimonials. This is so powerful. The law of testimonials. It states that what other client says about your product will greatly influence the prospect's expectation of your product. This is why you see us. We do videos, we do pictures, do many kinds of things. These are the laws of testimonials. So you must share testimonies of people. What do people say about your product? What have they commented about your product? So you must share these testimonies. This is what will convince new people to believe that, this guy is saying the truth too. This is why many people goes as far as possible of dashing people products just to test, to get that testimony from them, and then use it for marketing. Very, very important. Law of testimonials. Law of testimonials. So there are different ways you can gather these things. Different ways. You can do it by doing giveaway to people. Now, of course, there is not in real estate. We can't give away land for people to test to see if the land is okay. Of course, you can't do that. But for other products you sell, other things you engage in, look for ways you can grab testimonials. This is why you enter Uber. The Uber man is telling you, please rate me. Please rate me is about, give me a testimony that I'm a good driver and all that. It helps to bring in more business. Always get feedback and testimonials based on the results clients get from your product. So let me give an example. This is an example I'm talking about. Some of these rating on your platform, sending it on WhatsApp. Most times I screenshot my client replies on my WhatsApp and I post it. All these things are important testimonials that can bring about a difference in your business. The next one I have there is the law of qualifying. The law of qualifying. Now, look at this picture I have here. The first one you see there is leads. The second one is prospects. And the last one is customers. These are the stages that you must pass through with everybody. First thing is leads. For instance, you're moving somewhere, you see a businessman. You have this lead. Okay, this man is giving me lead. Let me see if I can talk to him. Or somebody recommended the person to you. Now, The first step or the first contact you make with that person, the person now leaves the area of leads, because leads can be people you are planning ahead to go and meet. Now, from that place, the person enters the next level of prospects. Somebody you are trying to convince to buy, educating the person with your knowledge and all that. And then once the person now buys, he enters the next level of being your customer. So when you're going back to the person, it's no longer about leads, prospects, it's now about customers. So you have to look for a way to also sell back to them. Now, this tells that is no use heading to the right direction with the wrong person or wrong prospect. It's always necessary to qualify a prospect early in the sales process. This is because it helps to avoid going far with the wrong prospect, thereby saving your energy and time. You qualify prospects simply by asking questions. Simple questions. Let me give you an example of what I have here. Like this one. For example, if you saw what you wanted, are you in the position to make a decision now? Who else will we need to discuss with before you make a final decision to join or buy on your own? For instance, I've seen it happen a lot. There are people that, let's say you're marketing to a woman. There's some women that no matter how good and how powerful that product is, they cannot buy until they involve their husband. So imagine you have wasted weeks, months convincing this person to buy. And then when they have already made up their mind that, okay, it's good for me to buy, let me talk to my husband. That's one that said, no, let's not go there, don't go to that place. It becomes a waste of energy and time. So one way you can do it is by using the law of qualifying. Try to know early. This woman now, can you make a decision on your own about this product? Or should we fix a meeting between both you and your husband? So I'll not be able to convince everybody at the same time. Because sometimes we'll convince the woman, we'll not make another meeting to convince the husband, and then the husband will not call his brother, will not convince the brother again. So these things are stressful. So if we can bring up where we can have a meeting with everybody. I've seen in my personal business, when it comes to the media industry and covering weddings, I've seen people that the lady likes me, likes my job. They want me to work for them. But the husband will say, no, I have a friend or I have somebody. Now, why would the lady say, I want you to cover my wedding, for instance? Because they have seen my works. They love it. But the husband might have not seen it. So I need to look for a way to penetrate to the husband, to show the husband, see, I can do this thing. Sometimes vice versa. Sometimes it's the man that loves my work. The woman have not seen me before, so she's saying, no, I don't trust the guy. So all these things, if there can be a way whereby I can reach to both parties. So I will try to do this, and most times I tell them, send me this person's number. Let me send them this job by myself, or my samples by myself, or let me talk to them. So you must look for a way you can bring it together by qualifying. And sometimes you can have somebody who's giving you attention, they want to buy. But let's say you are marketing to them by January, and they tell you they want to buy, they are interested. You must check, when are you able to make the decision? Is it this year or next year? Let me know if I'll be meeting you only once in a month or once in 2 months to encourage you, than going to your office every week, and then you want to buy next year because you don't have the money now. So the law of qualifying helps you to checkmate, so you don't waste energies and time on the wrong people. Of course, everybody is going to the right direction, but don't go there with the wrong prospect. You must know the people you are giving time and energies to know the ones that is going to favor you mostly. Because some people, you have to give them time to like next day before they buy. So know when you are meeting them. If it's once in a month message on WhatsApp, once in a month email, once in a month call. So you don't go and be meeting them every week, every day. That turns to disturbance. And at that point, it's no longer effective and profiting. So now we are moving to the laws of successful selling. This is about sales excellence. This is where I'll stop for this class. This is about sales excellence. You must be excellent in your approach to sales. You must be excellent. And that brings me back to my first word that says a successful salesperson will sell a mediocre product better, more profitable, faster than a mediocre person will sell an excellent product. So you must be excellent in your delivery. Excellence is the shortcut to success. Shortcuts to it. If you want shortcuts in anything you're doing in life, be excellent in everything you do. That's why in my personal office, I thank people just for walking into my office to make inquiries. I thank them. I send them, and I used to send them a message. Say, thank you for your inquiries in our office. We hope to see you again. So you must be excellent in everything you do. Excellence. Now, when it comes to excellence in self-selling, you must have the law of presence. Let me tell you what I mean. It states that it is easier to get rid of a phone call than to get rid of a human body. Most people you are prospecting to, you are still calling them. Yes, of course, there's a time for calls to call people. But some people will not give you attention because it's a call. So you must understand the place of the law of presence. People you need to go and meet face to face to speak to. Because somebody can get there and say, let me call you back, I'm busy. Let me call you back, I'm busy. And they call the phone. But when you go to meet them face to face, they cannot really easily. Yes, it can happen, but it will be difficult for them to get rid of you easily than the phone call. Phone call can tell you, let me call you back. I'll call the phone. But when you meet the person face to face, it's a bit difficult. That's a law of presence. So when you see the telephone, always remember it is not close to a cell. Especially if you don't receive payment or deliver your products to prospects over the telephone. Rather, the aim of the telephone should always be to book an appointment. Let's say, for instance, now you are speaking with somebody, and the person says, okay, how much is the land again? You can tell, no, don't worry, let me come and meet you in your office. Then let me come and meet you is, let me explain to you the things involved. Okay, let me give an instance. Let's say you want to sell land, and the land is 2.5 million naira, for instance, Enugu phase 2. So the person is now asking you, how much are other fees? Do you know in that same call, if you're saying other fees are about 700,000 naira or 800,000 naira, that's too much. Don't worry, I'll talk to you later. They'll call the call. That will become the end of the deal. But if you say, no, I wish I can tell you, but let me just come to your office and meet you. And it's okay, come. And then you now go there and say, okay, development levy is so amounts, allocation levy, survey fee. You are showing everything step by step. They will easily understand you because you are there with them than on the phone. So this is where the law of presence comes in that marketing aspect. So you must learn how to use it effectively. The law of presence, effectively. Some people say, no, now why must I pay so amount of money after I finish buying land, blah, 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 blah. Some of the simple questions you can ask them is, when you go to buy a car, after buying that car, do you just drive it and say, yeah, I've gotten a car, just start driving it? Police will stop you on the road and they will arrest you because you don't have the documents, you don't have the papers. Those papers are not given free of charge. Of course, you bought them. Of course, you paid for them. Same thing applies in land. Let nobody come and be deceiving you, telling you, why are you talking about other fees, blah, blah, blah. No. All these things applies in different industries. This is why you buy a car now. You are driving to the East Custom hoodie on the road and say, we're not seeing this paper because you did not pay for it. So these are the things that applies in different aspects and different industries. So the law of presence can give you an advantage over the phone. So these are some examples I was giving about how you can meet people and book an appointment with them. So most times it's better. I said something last week and I said, do you know it is very, very wrong to tell somebody the price of your product or services without making them say the value yet? So before you tell people about the price of what you are selling, help them to see the value of that product first of all. Let me give an instance now. Do you know I can call you on the phone and I'm like, hello, how much is your blue chair again? And you say, that blue chair is 5,000 naira. That's too much now. The last price, I say, yes, sir. And that ends it. Now, but do you know if I call you and say, hello, how much is your blue chair? I say, sir, okay, let me send it to you on WhatsApp. Now, sending to you on WhatsApp means I want you to see the picture of the chair I'm selling to you and the quality. Then you can go and make your video of that chair and the picture and say, okay, sir, look at the chair. You can see it is very, very strong. You can see this one. So the price is 5,000 naira. There's a big difference and a huge difference. And on WhatsApp, I am seeing the value. Okay, you say it's strong. I've seen the color, I like it. But on the phone, my head is just blue chair. I don't know the one you're selling to me. And other instances, I can take this chair to your office and say, okay, so look at the chair. Please sit on the chair. Look at how it is. I'm trying to show you the value before I talk about the price. This is why you go to buy something. Igbo people tell you, wear it first, wear it. Leave price. You're telling them, I don't have the money. Say, no, wear it first. They want to wear that shoe. They say, wear it. Touch them. Just because they don't want you to be like, no. I don't have the money. They say, no, leave. They say, no worry. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry. Just price anything you want to give us, but wear it first. When you now put it, say, it fit you. You see, it's good on you. It's good on you. Just give us 10,000 naira. You now start arguing. Let me give you 8K. Bring money. That's because they have shown you the value of what they are marketing to you. Because on your own, don't worry, next time. But by that, wear now. Just wear. These are it is. So these are you most show people. But that's why most times you are going to buy something from some people. They want to test it for you. They be like, okay, you want to buy TV, see the TV. Look at how sharp it is. They are showing you the value first. Let's leave price. Like I said, go first. First. They want to show you the value of what you are buying. Because if you don't understand the value, you can price anything. You can just walk away. But if you see the value, then you start contemplating if you can buy it or not. Yes. Oh, they give you test. Test first. That's very, very true. So this is where all these things apply. These things are so powerful. Those things are common principles people are using and they're making money. I went to buy an office chair the other day in Elasa. They bought the chair, said, "Okay, sit down." He said, "Sit down for the chair." I said, "No, how much?" He said, "No, okay, sit down now, sit down. Test them first." That's the value. But by the time you now sit down, like, the chair is fine. How much? Okay, give us 50K. These are these things. So you don't push price first. Show people the value of what you are selling and then talk about price. Then negotiate the price and move on. So most times, even when it's not possible to say the price, they tell them, I wish I can tell, but let's have an appointment. Let me come and meet you in your office. You are trying to show them, let me show you what I can do or what we are doing before we talk about, money. So law of first impression, this is also one of the powerful things, just like the law of first statement. It states that the aim of first impression is to cause a mental interruption. First impression is so powerful and so strong. I got this outfit recently, and I began to discover that people love the clothes. People look at me somehow. I say, impression is on this clothes. I'll start making it one of my best clothes now. So my plan for this clothes now, because I've discovered I went to a particular school. The security man was looking at me somehow. Who is this one that is coming? Which uniform is this one again? They're already scared of me. I say, I'm going to use them, they go. That's impression. That's the thing that makes you, who is this one? Who are you? That impression, not a common person, a normal, usual thing that I'm used to. That's the thing. So the aim is to cause a mental interruption. Like, who is this? Where is this man? This one is on suit. Because you know there's some offices you walk into, and because of the way you appear, your impression, and even the way you talk, when you say, I want to meet the manager, they start asking you, do you have an appointment with the manager? No. Okay, you have to come next week. You have to book an appointment. You're asking them how. They send us an email. All those rubbish and stressful ways of stressing people. But then there's a way you walk into an office and say, can I see your managing director? Of course, the phone desk is like, this one, they ask me, I don't know who this is. Please sit down, let me go and call him. Because of the way you appear, because of your boldness, even in your speech, your impression. So imagine you're going to market to somebody. And then this is why I say it often, that even the way you dress, the way you go to that place, the way you appear, it matters. Some places are not meant to go with Okada. Go with Uber if you don't have a car. Let the car drive you to the compound and let them open gate for you. These things are impressions. And they're so powerful and so strong. They are so strong impressions. Imagine you're going to a particular company and then at the gate, you use Okada to come and you stop there. You're even arguing with the Okada man for your balance. The man is seeing you and you're arguing, give my change, what are you doing? Give my change. That's an impression you are creating. Imagine after all those arguments of 100 naira, you are going to tell them about buying a product of 50 million naira. They say, this one, I was arguing with 100 naira for getting man, I cannot leave Okada man 100 naira for. He was about to buy something of 50 million naira. We can't trust him. He might kind of money and run away. So impression. This is why even scammers, they want to impress you. Even scammers will organize themselves very, very well. Wear suits, carry car, even go to office just to scam you. They must look good. So if you're not a scammer, you're doing something that is right, you're selling good. So then that means you must apply this same law of impression. Impress people. Impress people. Ha! This one cannot be vice versa. This one is very, very powerful. So you create the impression you get on your prospect will go a long way to determining if they will do business with you or not. Let me give a personal story of what happened to me. I have a senior brother. We're into this industry together. Many years ago, he wanted to meet one big man in our village, one wealthy man, because the man was about to do a housewarming on his new house. Very powerful house. And then he was thinking of how do we assess this man now? Because of course, if you appear small, they might be doing you somehow. So you know what he did? He gathered all of us. We were about 20 of us, our guys and all of our media guys. We wore our uniform, carried 2 cars, 2 white Jaguar. Our cars were used to go for our business. So he was dressed in a different attire, like a big man. And then we drove, entered the compound. Of course, we horned. When we were horning, because he's a big man, so even the man didn't want to open. Some of us now came and said, our guy didn't say, I can open the door, won't come see your guy. The gate man already was like, this guy carry 2 cars. We don't know what this guy do. The open gate, we entered. We now opened door for him. He now came down. I told the guy, let me see your guy. The guy came down to even meet us, because who are these people that came to meet me like this? I started talking with them, talking SARS. So look at what we do. We are brothers, so we're from the same neighborhood, the same village. So we cover events. So we saw you are building a house. We want to cover it for you. The man already have photographers he has paid for that event, but he still called my brother. The law of first impression. And up till now, my brother is still working for him anytime he has an event. This is how this thing works. Very powerful principle. So you must get an impression. You must get an impression. What to you, you're not living a fake life. It's not packaging. You're doing business. Because it's helping business. You must do it. You're doing business. So, like some of these things, your haircuts, the suits you wear, the clothes you wear, the smile on your face, the way you shake, even your firm shake, all those things has a long way to go as far as you are doing marketing. It has a long way to go. Very long, the way you dress, even everything. So I have other slides. This is where my slides end today. I have other things like the pictures, Now look at this thing that I said. Research has shown that 3 things get brain's attention. 3 things. Number 1, good-looking people, beautiful food, and beautiful places. It gets the brain's attention. Bam! This is why you see restaurants now. They want to snap fine food. They are working. I say, let me just check if I will eat. You're not thinking about food. You're not even hungry because you saw a fine picture. Let me just go and eat. Start thinking about food. Of course, all these beautiful places, beaches, houses, these things gets the brain's attention. And good-looking people, people that are dressed smart, people that appear well. And then you see that I've seen another thing that research has shown that good-looking people earn more, get more opportunities for career growth, and make progress faster than others. These are normal physical laws that are practical. They get more opportunities. They just get more things. So it's very, very important. Now, these are some of the pictures I have about outfit when it comes to suit. Of course, I learned that when you're on a suit, a full suit, you're putting on a suit, it is wrong to put a flat shoe like the one I'm putting on now. If you're in a suit, your shoe must have a heel. It must be a shoe that has a heel if you're putting on suit. That's a formal and corporate dress. So I have many things like for ladies and all that, ties, all the rest of that. So these things has a long way to go. I want to show you a particular picture where I'll round up. So let me see. Now, look at this. The only time your dressing won't matter is when you are too rich or too young. Most of them talk about Mark Zuckerberg. He used to wear only t-shirt. That's because the guy is already wealthy. He's not going for any marketing. It's not humility now. Him is just, of course. What is he looking for again? People like Elon Musk. So, as far as you are not too wealthy or too rich, you're not begging anybody to give you money. You can appear anyhow you want to appear. You can wear boxers. You can wear slippers and go to any office. They will open for you because now big man enter. Nobody no concern. Let's just imagine Dangote. Dangote can come in with slippers. Everybody will clap for him. But he came with slippers. But if you, as a businessman, go with slippers, people say, why are you wearing slippers now? Because to Dangote, he's coming there to even give you money or give you business. But you are coming to take money from them. So, or when you are too young, of course, when you are too young, if you like, when nobody cares about you, she's still a small girl, she's still a small boy, he's still a small boy. So you can wear a suit and say you are wearing slippers. They'll be like, why are you wearing slippers now? Leave me, slippers I want to wear. They'll leave you. You are too young. Of course, when you grow, you won't do that again. So when it doesn't matter is when you are too rich or you are too young. So this is the last law I have here. Let me just check it out. The law of routine. And it states that if you consistently seek prospects daily, the time comes when prospects will start seeking you. This one now is not about praying and fasting. It's not about amen and hallelujah. It's a natural principle, the law of routine. That when you start seeking prospects daily, like, every day you're out for business. Every day you're out for business. Weeks you are going it, day by day, week by week, month by month. You're not giving up. A day will come when, because of the level of your success so far that you have gathered, that people will not be recommending clients to you. Oh, please call that man. He's very, very good. Call that woman. He's very, very good. He can attend to you very, very well. Because of how busy you are and how successful you have become, prospects will not start looking for you. Hello, sir. Somebody sent me your number. They say you are into real estate. Please, can I meet you? People will not be asking for your attention because you have done your own part in the early years, in the early days. So when you constantly seek prospects, a time will come when they will start seeking for you. It's a natural thing. It's not a mystery. It's not a miracle. It's a natural thing that happens because that's called the law of routine. So when you begin in the early phase of selling, you will have to hunt for prospects daily. This must be a routine for you, probably even at a fixed time and duration daily, just to ensure you are consistent. So this thing is like a ladder. You just keep going, and before you know it, you are there. Some of the things that happens to us, in our environment, they teach me a lot. But most times, to practicalize that thing in our life becomes difficult. Let me give an instance now. You remember Atiku? How many times he has come out for presidency? Yet he's not giving up. If he doesn't become the president, he will still come out again probably. The same thing happened to Buhari. They have been coming at Alex Otti, that one in Abia State now, has been coming at since for governorship. He will lose, they will rig him, he will come again. So why will you not be doing business and you are like, it's not working, let me give up? Because look at where I focus. I focus on the results. Do you know Alex Otti has been declared the governor-elect of Abia State? Alex Otti will not be thinking about his suffering again. And he has suffered to become governor for how many years? This is how these things work. So don't say because you came out last year, or last week, or yesterday, nobody responded to you, nobody talked to you, nobody asked you for anything, you now want to give up. As far as you have chosen that part of business, you must keep pushing. Life, naturally, makes way for people who are relentless. When you are so relentless about life, you want to be successful, life will just say, this guy don't try, make way for him. He has tried, he has stopped us too much, make way for him. So these things are natural things that happens. You must keep pushing. That's the law of routine. And that's why I will draw the curtain for today. Next time, I'll talk about some other things and other steps for this class. So thank you so much for staying with us. I don't know if I have any question online or physical question or contribution before we call it a day for today and move to the next things we'll have for the day. So thank you so much once again for your time. Thank you for your attention. Yes, sir. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Always go for English attire as if our own is not something that needs to push.
Exactly.
And make a good impact.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes I frown at it.
Yes.
Look at what you have closed there.
I forgot to make.
English attire is not more better than ours.
Yes.
we are fond of projecting that one.
Yes.
That
No.
is my own observation.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
I want us to look into it.
Yes. In my other class with the company, I mentioned about native attire. Now I forgot to say it. Of course, Oyibo people, they don't know about our native attire. Even many of them are copying us now to wear native.
People like us play into it.
Exactly. So it doesn't mean that one is bad. No, at all. Because some.
I'm not, in case of next time,
Yes.
let's put what we have.
Of course.
Market what we have.
Of course, because some places it's not about suits. Some places even about going local. Like let the person understand this guy is from my side. This man is from my area, or this man can understand me. But what we're saying is about making sure we appear smart.
You know,
Yes, sir.
there are things called convention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, natural. In the morning, you get up, you don't greet somebody, you are never taking a call.
Mm-hmm.
Like you did this.
Yes.
If you don't brush your teeth,
Mm-hmm.
nobody will say, because this person has not been like good.
Got.
You know, in every profession, you want to be successful. And we have come to discover that most times when you put on native dress, people associate you with going to party.
Mm-hmm.
See now, you're going for a celebration.
Okay.
That is how it has become. And when you are on corporate wear, they associate you with business and official duties.
Yes.
That is what you say that when they are doing
Yes.
business.
The thing is that
It's a convention.
in Nigeria.
You know why I disagree with you that many of the leaders of real estate business in Nigeria put on native attires. Let us get it.
So no, the thing is that what he was saying is that in Nigeria,
I understood.
yes, they are trying to make it.
Like, I'll see first I wanted to use as an example.
Uh-huh.
Real estate is not a foreign man's business. We started from ancient days.
That's true.
Not that we didn't call it out, but we had that slang with it.
That's true. That's
So
true.
where I'm coming from, and Eddie said that let us understand it when he put on suicide for banking sector.
Yeah.
Today is Friday, some banks mandate the members to wear native.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
Yes.
So, like, wearing native is not meant for party.
Not only for party.
We have
Yes.
to call senator, isn't it?
Yes, no.
It's not that we are Ankara.
Yes.
It's not that we are Isiago. Even Isiago, if I put it on stand that speaking to you,
Of
I will
course.
market my product. Video
The
time,
thing is, like you said, for many years, it has been like a custom. That yes, that when it comes to business, okay, we should wear suit. But the things are changing now. It has changed already. People are already doing that. Yes.
If you are going into the Senate to make laws, people don't regard as corporate.
Exactly. Many of them wear their native.
because they realize
Exactly.
earlier stage they
Exactly.
put on suit.
Yes. So everything is changing, of course. People are changing that concept now. It's not only about, like me now, this is not a corporate attire.
Like, sorry to come, some pastor these days,
Yeah.
if he doesn't wear suit, he will not mind the people.
That one
Some
is
pastors,
that one
or if he didn't put tie, he will not mind people.
that one is their own
His
concept.
orientation, the way he was brought up, but some people are changing it.
And psychology too.
Mhm.
The thing is, most of these people are very educated and they have this knowledge of psychology. They read the mental structure of people and they move accordingly. You know, there are certain people who go to church because they want to see the way they are pastor dressing.
That one is actually
Exactly. Anything they are going to church, they want to see how the pastor is. So the pastor too will understand that psychology.
No, for me,
Having said that,
yes, continue, sir.
I want to ask a question.
Okay, before you ask a question, for me, the summary of this thing is that what we are focusing on when it comes to business is look good. It must not be suits. Even for marketing itself, there are some places you will go with suits. So it will look overrated. Imagine you on suit in a market.
not to them. People don't shoot at time, don't have a seeker.
So those things.
Disgrace yourself.
So all those things, that's what I'm saying. So the main thing is also look smart. Now, for instance, I was in the class where the teacher was saying about dressing, and he said it is so wrong sometimes when it comes to this corporate dressing that if you want to wear native attire, wear it complete. Don't wear native attire and go and wear canvas. When it comes to business now, it's no longer you have spoiled it.
So that one is the environment.
Say sometimes don't go and wear native attire and then you have wear face cap. You are spoiling.
The original plan.
So you see, if you want to appear native, appear native. You want to appear corporate, go corporate. That's how it works.
English, please.
That's true. English. Because even the native can be corporate if you choose to. I get your point. So your question.
Now, the question I want to ask
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was something that wanted to compete with.
Okay. Qualifying, yes.
Now, if you are going out for marketing
Mm-hmm.
and you want, there's something we call a pre-note call. Now, you meet the prospect and you understand that the prospect is the CEO of that organization and has the power to take decisions. Now, she could be a lady, but she's appearing as the owner of the business and she can take informed decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk to her, and we say, Madam, this is what I have come for. I have land, I want to sell land. And following your fact-finding experience, you concluded that since she has the power to take decisions, you don't need to wait for consultation from anywhere. She can take informed decisions.
Okay.
Now, and then after you finish your marketing and she's interested,
Mm-hmm.
then you now hear the second one you're talking about to avoid the monotony of talking to her, talking to your husband, talking to your other.
Mm.
Now says, man, everything I do, I want my husband to follow me around. So, but we are talking well, and I'm interested in what you want to come and say. But I want to solve it. How do you treat this issue now?
Okay. That's a very practical experience we keep having when it comes to marketing. But I think we can't really stop that because it could keep happening, of course. It's always there. One of the ways we can make sure we at least do our best in that particular scenario is to also try the same way, because let's say you come to me now about a product and then you explain about that product to me. I'm not really sure I'll be able to communicate the way you communicated to me to make me understand and then, buy into the idea to somebody else. So what it means is that if she says something like that, that's fine. But if you can also make an appeal of you having a meeting with the husband too, or if you can tell the husband, let this man come and meet you and explain to you what he told me about the same product. So if there can be a way, because if you leave it for her, she will not be able to convince him the way you have convinced her. That is why it's important that they also hear from you. So most times, except it's not possible, we can't reach the man, maybe the man is not around or anyway. But of course, we have telephones, we have WhatsApp. There's a way we can do these things and make it work. So what I'm saying is that if you can have that way of meeting the other person that is involved, that means it's an easy job because you still do the same thing you do with the woman, with the same person, and everything will scale through. But if you leave it for the woman alone, of course, I've been in meetings where I learned a lot. I understood every single thing. But if you tell me come and communicate it to somebody else, it becomes difficult. Because that person has the power and that person gave me the knowledge. But me, I understood it. But to communicate it is no longer in my power like that. I can just tell you maybe 50%, 30%. But if that same person comes, you benefit a lot because you are hearing from the same person's mouth. So if that case appears, let's look for a way to say, okay, please, let me meet him, or let me explain to him too. Let's have a general meeting together. That will help us, have a successful outcome.
You made mention of you meet somebody in the market and so what you know that I can make you a billionaire, can make you
Yes. First statement.
naira in 5 years.
Yes.
As case may be. Coming to CPLAT is very disruptive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a room for such market because CPLAT product is not meant for land.
Okay.
He said it's being value and service plus.
Yes.
And if I go out and then tell a guy that I know some guys in Australia or all this, they will like them and depressed. I have a guy who is in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
He just came back last year and bought a property of almost 500 million. You know why he did it? Land. If you put in the bank, they will go after him. So all this.
Yeah, I get.
So in this area now, is you can see that I cannot go.
You're limited to it. No, of course, whenever we are sharing most of our teachings here, it's actually beyond Vatican. Other businesses, yes, I get you. Yes, of course, I get you. Yes, it can be limited in that aspect because that is why your statements can now be, I can help you buy land without problem. You get, I can help you buy land with no issue. You can buy land and build your, so it varies in the type of business you are doing or the areas, of course. Because if you go and tell the person you make 2 billion or 3 million in 2 years, and then the person is buying, I tell the person, sell back or build your house. It's like, exactly. So of course, it applies in different business, and different things we are selling. Because that's why I said, of course, it's not as if you're a scammer. You must make sure that what you're telling them is possible. It's better you even say small word than you say big word without possibility. That will turn you to a scammer. Nobody will believe you again. Nobody will even believe, even if you like bring the right one, nobody will believe you again because you have made a mistake. So whatever we are saying is also something that is possible, but how we now say it, how to say, most times, let me give a practical example now when it comes to normal things that happen in life. A man can love a lady and wants to marry her, and the man loves this lady so much, but the lady will not believe because the man doesn't know how to say it or how to even put the action. But you see, I love this lady. Oh yeah, show it now. Say it in the way you need to say it so she will understand, or do the action so you understand, but doesn't know how to do that. It becomes the problem. No, you cannot be a middleman in that one.
It happens. All these traders.
Yes.
They love this lady, they want to marry her. They don't know how to approach.
The shyness.
Yeah.
Yes. Their friend will go and then sleep on his behalf.
The shyness.
So it's happened.
Of course, well, that friend has helped that man. So, but yes.
There's this aura that God has surrounded women with.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how bold you are as a man, it takes time for you to make up your mind to speak to a lady.
That's true.
Now, there are some men who do not have that moment. They may sit with a lady,
That's it, they don't say
and
anything.
the lady is presenting with all the signs that are like you.
Yes.
It becomes impossible for you to open your mouth. You're like,
Wonderful. My name is Dixon Onuchukwu, once again, the Managing Director of Vatican Gardens Project, the owners of Vatican Garden Estates. Great Vatican billionaires, the great Vatican billionaires. Once again, this morning I want to say a big thank you to all Vatican billionaire realtors for all your tremendous work and contributions towards the success and the continuous growth of our great company, Vatican Garden Estates, and to say welcome to your covenant highways of life. Though I may not have been physically present with you in Lagos, but note that one thing is sure: our vision, our team spirit, the zeal we share, the target and the interest we share, the love and passion we share, they remain the same, the distance notwithstanding. My relocation to southeast of Nigeria was necessitated by divine instruction and our quest to build a successful, formidable, and a transgenerational company that will not only deliver its mandate, but will deliver a world-class real estate development and management services through consistent innovation and commitment towards standard and excellence. I have been in the eastern Nigeria, traveling all around everywhere to build and create the ground for capacity building and to build most preferred choice, make our estate, our brand, the most preferred choice within our market region. Today, I want to give God all the glory because He is a faithful God. Now, on behalf of the entire staff and management of Vatican Garden Estate, I want to appreciate you all for the hard work you are doing, both in marketing, realtor recruitment, and projection of our company image, and commitment to our realtor training academy, and as well as every other marketing program that we have in the company. I say, God bless you all. Here, I want to assure you that partnering with us will not be a disappointment, but a cherished opportunity. Coming together is one thing called beginning. Staying together is another thing called process. And working together is the success itself. Our working together for all these years have created tremendous success that is speaking in the life of many of our realtors today, and as well as the company as an entity. Therefore, I say thank you all. Now, what I want to say further is a thank you for making a difference. Thank you for your commitment and great contribution towards the success of this organization. Thank you for giving us the privilege to be part of your life as a partner and to make your professional and your personal dream come true. Thank you for being part of our success story, and thank you for helping us in making a huge difference in the real estate industry. Now, our focus for this year is to ensure continuity and consistency in realtor capacity building through empowerment, training, and marketing engagements. We have put together a new dynamic strategy into our business to Realtors Training Academy for ease and better results. Despite the current situation in Nigeria, I assure you the light of God will shine upon you, and you and your case will be positively different in Jesus' name. Now, to beat the current Naira crisis and cost of transportation, we have resolved to make our training to a digital, or take our training to a digital and social media platform where it will be easier for you to access our training programs to build your spirit, capacity, maintain focus in your pursuit of destiny in real estate business. This you can now do without stressing to come to the office, especially for those of you in Lagos. However, for those who can come or can afford to be physical at the training room are also welcome. You will do that by joining us online every Friday on our TV channels via Vatican TV on YouTube, then Vatican TV on Facebook. The time will remain 10 a.m. prompt. Now, for the purpose of rebranding or building a lasting brand, please note that we have rebranded all our social media handles after the name of our estate as follows. If you go to Facebook, you will see Vatican Garden Estate. Instagram, Vatican Garden Estate. YouTube, Vatican Garden Estate, and Vatican TV. Those are the things you will see. Everything is now built around Vatican and Vatican. In order for us to build a formidable straight line, brand that will last and be able to stand the test of time, and not having difficulties in aligning the two and connecting the two. So we decided to streamline it to the Vatican that our brand projects. That is for you to understand what we are doing. Now, my prayer is that I decree supernatural breakthrough in all your marketing endeavors for Vatican Estates this season. I decree the vengeance of the Holy Ghost against every devil working against your success this year in the name of Jesus Christ. I decree that all through this year, you will be making sales in Vatican Estates every month in Jesus' mighty name. God bless you and bless your effort. Goodbye. Thank you.